Hello everybody. There's a million of these on YouTube, but I thought, why not add another one? We're going to do an oil change on a 7.3 liter diesel Excursion. This truck has 284,000 miles on it right now. It's the family go everywhere truck. It's been from the mountains of Colorado to the beaches of South Florida, everywhere in between. It hauls my family very nicely and safely. Today we are running in here for the winter, Motorcraft 10W30 diesel. What's great about this motor oil is that Ford puts 1.25 gallon in each container, and this truck takes 3 of these full, so I don't have to add anything else. So do a really good job. We're gonna go ahead and get started under the truck first so that we can see the process. I've watched a couple of heavy equipment mechanics and how they change diesel oil, learned a few tricks, thought I'd pass them on here. So the one thing that always helps when you're changing your diesel oil is having a catch pan large enough to handle it. What we do is, first thing I'll do, I loosened that filter just enough to make sure I could get it off. It wasn't too tight, so that's good. I hand tighten those and then 3/4 of a turn extra. I have a Funmoto valve on my oil pan, makes changing the oil a breeze. As you can see, super clean. That oil pan just catches it all. I went ahead and take a nail and I puncture that filter. That filter holds a full quart of oil itself, which is a lot. So nevertheless, puncture that, let that oil drain out, let the pan drain out. All in all, that'll get everything out of the way, and then we will screw the filter off. I always mark my filters with the date of the last oil change and the mileage, so that if my logs ever get questioned, I can always get under the truck, look at the filter, and confirm exactly when. I'm also a little bit difficult with righty-tighty, lefty-loosey at times, so I always write the direction of off, so I make sure I'm screwing it the right way. As you start laying under these vehicles, right side up, upside down, sometimes I get confused, so it just helps me to do that. So you know, you punch the hole in the bottom of that filter and then it'll start dripping and, you know, really kind of having a hard time coming out. So if you put a little breather hole up there at the top, almost the arrow pointing to it, then what that does is that allows air to flow through that filter and release the vacuum, and it'll start pouring out. Don't forget, you got a you got a quart of oil in there, so you want to get all that out, because that filter can be pretty heavy and you'll definitely spill it and make a mess. Okay, so before you put your new filter on, you have all your information on it. Leave it in the box. It'll help give it some rigidity, and you'll want to fill that filter up with oil. So you can get your oil. I'll fill this up to the top. It'll take about a quart, and then it'll be able to screw on, be nicer. All right, I don't fill it up all the way, but I get it a good bit. That way there's less pre-charging has to happen as soon as you crank the truck up. Helps the pump under normal flow, ensure it doesn't starve the engine for oil for the first 60 seconds, 90 seconds or so. So anyway, that'll be ready to spin back on. So with that charged up, I'm going to get underneath, spin the oil filter back on, and then we will close the valve. Our oil's finished draining out of the block. We can move to the top to the clean part, and we'll pull all of our oil. Okay, so the filter's back on, nice and tight, everything like it should be. You spin that hand tight until it makes contact, and then 3/4 of a turn more. That's all it needs. It's going to naturally, that gasket's going to naturally swell up. Make sure you lubricate your gasket. I didn't show that on the last clip, but I did lubricate that rubber seal. Then we get underneath here, and we get some light. This Funmoto valve has a little spring clip you put on there that helps keep it closed so that it doesn't actually come open and drain all your oil out. Nice, clean, and easy. No mess, no spill. So we're going to go up top, pour our oil in, and call it a day. Okay, so a little trick to keep your filter clean. When you take it off, put it in a Walmart sack. Put the Walmart sack inside the box. That way it holds the filter upright in the box, keeps any fluid that drains out contained in that Walmart sack, makes it a lot easier and less messy. You'll still have a lot of residual that'll pour out of that filter, and that way it just keeps it all nice and contained in that sack. Then you can go dispose of it at your local oil recycler or wherever you can recycle oil filters. Okay, lastly, just dump your oil in. After you're done dumping your oil in, you'll want to fire your truck up. Let it idle a few minutes, circulate that through the system, then turn your truck off. Check your level. You should be right on top if you're running a 7.3 liter using 3 of the Motorcraft 1.25 gallon containers. So use that and you will be good to go. Have a great day. I hope this video was helpful. It's quick and easy, just takes the longest time to let the oil drain out. Should be quick and easy and nice and simple. Have a good day. Thanks.